Mr. President, I said, couldn't we give some consideration to the cessation of bombing of, I think it was Cambodia or North Vietnam?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Josiah, for your interview with Jerome. Also being here around 6 in the morning, hosting. I am back on TV, y'all. We are here. Josiah has really filled in for me. I was more behind the scenes for this time. Aubrey, thank you for being here from 6 a.m. Learning the switcher today at 6 a.m. was pretty amazing. Can I ask you both, what do the CCTV archives mean to you?
Well, to me personally, oh yeah, right there. Hold on. To me, they mean a lot. I can hold it. Oh, bet. I know. I'm so used to holding them. I can't, like, every time someone's like giving it to me, it's like, oh, thank you. I guess I really understand why it's easy to grab this when you're the interviewee. But I guess talking about the archives a little bit, you know, I didn't really know anything about this until about 6 months back when I first started interning here, which I love, by the way. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. But just being here and learning about the community and, like, actually being a part of the content and being able to see what we do for people and what you guys care about so much about free speech. Like, I know I talked about it with Jason when I was trying to do my own interviews for school, but I was like, oh, yeah, but I kind of want to give them free. I want to, like, let the people speak their truth. And he was like, that's Travis talk. And I'm like, yeah, it is. But, like, it's true, though. I mean, I really care about what we do here. And I'm so glad that we have the archives to just keep that part of history alive and not only commemorate these moments and these important pivotal parts of our history, but also just people and make sure that their legacy isn't forgotten. And so that's something that I really care about.
Yeah, I mean, on the same page, like, I didn't know as much about the archives until this year. In my classes at UVM, I had a community media production course. And through that, I got to come to CCTV and I got to learn about what public access TV means to the community, and all of that stuff. And then it was something completely different, being able to see that in person, being able to see, like, walk through the archives and just feel the history there. And it would be such a shame to lose that. I mean, you know, to be able to look back on anything that you want in Burlington, dating back, like, to times you haven't seen, you know, it's really special. And being able to be here and work to build the archives too has also been a really unique experience. And, you know, talking to everybody here about how important it is to not only protect but to feed the archive. And, like, as someone who works with video and likes to look back and use archival footage, it's really fun to consider that and, you know, look at everything we have around us, film everything, capture it all, because you don't know what it's going to look like in a few years, you know? Yeah.
Amazing. Now you all are both interns here. Thank you so much for your presence. Or, well, you were a former intern. Can you talk about a little bit of your experience working with CCTV as an intern, going from someone who's a community member to being here, working, really understanding what the history of this place is about? Can you talk more about that?
Of course. Yeah, well, it definitely took a lot of my time. The thing is that before doing it, I was just thinking about it, and I didn't really, like, I was kind of interested in news, and I was like, I cared about the community, obviously, but I didn't really, like, do anything about it. And so, you know, one day when my teacher comes up to me and is with the proposal, hey, do you want internship? I was like, hey, that's free money. I need that. But I guess when I actually got here and I started working with Jackie and then with Lily as well, and you especially, like, doing this, and especially, like, some days we wouldn't even go out to record anything. We would just talk about, like, important issues, about the community, about what the importance of what we do at CCTV is, and about free speech and everything. It was eye-opening, frankly. You know what I mean? It meant a lot to be able to see the actual work being put in to take care of the community, talk about the community, and show that it really matters more than just, you know, like, there's so much more that we could be doing more than just, like, sitting there and be like, oh, I love taking care of my community. I could actually provide and showcase and do things in support of my community that I think definitely helped me grow and change as a person, as well as also a media, filmmaker, interviewer, I don't know, journalist. You know, it's important to actually learn about what you care about and be able to act on it, especially. So, yeah. Should I give it to her or you? All right, here we go. Yeah.
I'm tired. Can you restate the question?
How is going from a community member to working with CCTV in capacity?
Really, really cool. I mean, It was awesome because I feel like with the timing of when I got this internship and the timing of when I was wrapping up at UVM, it just really collided perfectly for me. I was in, like I said, that community media production course, and I remember just like the excitement that I was feeling about CCTV. And I remember, like, this is way before I knew about the internship. Like, I was talking to Miles there and I was like, man, this would be like sick to work here, you know? And so being able to get on the other side of things and, you know, not only observe it and admire it, but to play around with it and talk to the people working on these things is amazing. And like today, like being here at the Telethon, this huge event, you know, it's really, really special. And even though we're all tired, I don't know, I'm also invigorated. It has really kept me going. Like, maybe it's also the like copious amounts of caffeine I've had, but I think a lot of it is my excitement about CCTV, the work we're doing here. I mean, watching everybody come in and out of the studio today with all of their own experiences and stories. And, you know, well, I think it's important to be like, what am I saying? Okay, well, I've been also streaming the telethon before. So, I mean, having that like community member perspective, like watching that go down, but then also seeing it in person, really unique. So, yeah.
Awesome. We have just about 4 minutes left here in Studio B. So real quick, I want to give you each a minute, and then we're going to do some advertisement. You know, if you could encapsulate your experience in one word, you can't use it, or one sentence, you can't use any of the words you already used before, but like, what was the largest shock to you? What was one thing you weren't prepared for when you came into CCTV that you feel prepared for now?
You want to go first?
Oh man.
Hold on. No, because like that's. I was thinking of like one word to like this. You know,
Not one word.
One word.
Give me a sentence.
Okay, give you a sentence. Okay, that. Remind me what?
What were you not prepared for before that you feel prepared for now?
Prepared for now. One thing that I guess I was. Oh, thank you. Okay, I guess one thing that I wasn't prepared for would be involvement. I didn't think I'd ever be this involved in my community ever, because I've never really seen myself as like part of any community until like, you know, pretty recently. Okay, that low-key doesn't make sense, but like trust me on this. All right, I saw like everything I did was just as an individual. I didn't know I had like a larger impact on other people. I mean, obviously, you know, on like a smaller scale, but also like, you know what I mean, like on my city, on my town, on my friends, on my school. Like I thought I was just working for me, but when I was here, I realized that the things I can do and the actions and choices that I make affect more than just me. And I think that's really important to recognize, you know, that we all have impact in our community and in general.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, I went into working here passionate, but I didn't expect for that to grow. You know, I expected it to be like, okay, it's a job, but it was so much more than that, I feel like. And I feel like anybody who's ever been to CCTV or talked to people who work with CCTV, see that passion in like everything that we do here. And I really didn't expect that. Also, like coming in with, you know, not as much experience and not as much knowledge, feeling so accepted, and everybody's been so like, I don't know, they've been letting me do my thing, they've been inspiring my confidence, and I didn't expect to grow so quickly. And it's just been awesome.
Thank you, you two, and thank you for keeping me awake for the past 6 hours. I really appreciate that. Remember, if you would like to protect the archives and protect the interns' work, donate to CCTV, the CCTV archives. You can call 802-862-3966.
With that, he turned on me, and he had a way of turning on people, and he gave me 5 minutes worth